cohesiveness, you go to Nongshim, right? Like the top side is insane. You have great engage. You have good good kiteback potential as well. For me, the main issue with T1 is that the comp feels a little bit disjointed.
Because I think these players are really good, and this draft edge is absurd.
Oh my god.
Okay, they just walk past one another. That's a bit cute.
Yeah, so Lands, I think, tried to sneak it.
Oh no, he's been baited. Will get knocked up, has to flash. Double flashes to follow. Permafrost. There's first blood going over to Jiu.
It shrinks again.
Yep. Oh, here's the on-horn. Everyone's flashing in, and Ona just going to put a stick into the little yodel. Takes down the Rumble here. I would have said first blood, but it wasn't. That one had happened already. But still, first real kill after the laning phase started. As in goes Lehens and out goes Lehens.
Which
very cool.
Some would argue is the most important stat in League of Legends. Oh, that's
right,
W used.
Yeah, Gideon looking for the angle here, and he should be able to find it. There's the permafrost, there's the ulti, and holding people in place is something that Sejuani is pretty good at. No flash available. The equalizer was probably unnecessary, but it looked very, very cool. And so that is going to be the return kill. Some revenge here for Kingen.
I think the read there from Nongshim was that if we don't use the equalizer, Kingen can TP. Oh my god!
Flashing for it. They find the knockup on a carrier as well. As he cleanses, he's just ignoring Ona, who will be able to protect his cow. And there's the deadly flourish to stop Lehens from going any further forward.
Space. So not being able to displace yourself is definitely a big sacrifice to be made. But yeah, so going back to that bot side play.
Ona can't. Oh, he can flash, so because he didn't have to use it. Last time as over the wall goes Calix. I'm not sure about this one because he's now getting closed in on. There's the Ram, but he flashes away. Now Faker looking for an angle onto Gideon, who has to flash. As there's the Grand Starfall, everyone piling in as we have zoomed out so far. I didn't even know this was possible. It's absolutely insane. Down goes the jungler. Calix now in trouble, but he's able to dash his way out. And it is just one kill, but man, that zoom was amazing.
Gonna get out of that. Like, does a decent job of sidestepping, but there's just way too much damage.
In the meantime, Nongshim get themselves the first dragon, so there's at least that by the Rumble. So winning out on that particular trade and has moved into a gold advantage.
Alex.
Off the back end of that play is, yeah, Calix is going to try and unbind the soul as best he can. Great knockup as the ulti comes through as well. Calix actually managing to do pretty well in the fight, but still, Faker with the perfect execution is going to be able to take him down, and Gideon not able to offer enough support. So the woes for this mid laner continue.
Even though a lot of the characters are melee, you do have a lot of effective range as Doran.
Doran, I don't know. Okay, it's going to be a 2v2. They get the knockup. Bouncy castle here for Kingen, but the equalizer was doing so much work. The flash comes down, and Calix just picks up the kill, and somehow Kingen limps away. Means everything for Nongshim, ladies and gentlemen. This is the biggest part. And DK and KT. But like, as far as the teams that are in this game, certainly means a whole lot more for Nongshim. As the equalizer goes down, doesn't manage to get the cannon, I'm pretty sure. That was a bit sad. Finished off by the turret.
T1 is kind of just playing for vibes.
They are kind of playing, but the vibes are really important because after this match, they head off to Road to MSI looking to win a best of 5 against maybe even this team.
Could happen.
And so picking up a victory here, going to be a big deal. Of course, starting off on the red side, a little bit rough here for T1. They have benefited a lot from the first pick ability. And Nongshim being able to utilize that one here.
Oh, there's the collapse.
That's a big old knockup as Carrier is coming in. They're looking for an angle, and they want to get both of them. There is the ulti to come out. The ult comes through as well from Calix, who looks to unbind the soul, and he's just dead. Last hit by the Shuriken. That is deadly. And now the Rift Herald is just going to pop down for fun and not do a whole lot.
T1 at some point as well. They're one of the other teams that really like those poke style combos.
Whoa, there's a flash over the grand entrance. Headbutt is going to go towards Faker as now Jiu getting stunned up and has to go into that Featherstorm pretty early on. Permafrost goes down. Jiu's trying to kite as best he can. As the perfect execution, max range from Faker is going to lock down the kill. He does die, but Calix is also now in trouble as he does have to snap back. That is still Gideon picking up the kill there as he equalizer in fantastic position. And Lehens is just dancing around this fight like a ballerina. What? And the harpoon just one-shots the Jhin. Is Rumble a better AD carry than Jhin? What the heck was that, Kingen? As that's an ace for Nongshim.
That's a 5-for-1!
Okay. I saw the start of that fight. I saw Faker go in, massacre the AD carry.
Cooking the entire... Oh, what?
Well, they're cooking steak, I guess. That's what they're having today. As now Owner is also in a whole lot of trouble. Faker dancing around this fight, though. He's got that perfect execution. Great knock-up to come through from Doran. As now Gideon will get taken down. Faker able to get out this time as the curtains have been called. But it's curtains for Doran before too long. And now an equalizer going to block off both Owner and Faker.
And without their ults, I don't know if they can contest this.
Doran does have his. You can see Gumayushi's still a long way away without his ultimate. Remember, he has 0 range from a deadly flourish. Let's see whether Owner can get in there and take this one down. The ultimate from Calyx says absolutely not as the ram comes in and they take down Lahens. Chiu trying his very best to kite as Faker gets himself all the way back to his shroud and isn't going to be able to offer any more damage. And a Lahens for an Otacon.
He wants to try and extend this play with the Otacon debuff still there, but it's the recall and straight into another fight after
Yes, this is what we'd be doing. Get out, get straight back in again as Lahens is going to interrupt Faker. Chiu's going to take him down now. An equalizer on top of Gumayushi and there is no one to defend him. Down goes both of the damage dealers. T1 have no way out. They are just cooked. This dragon is now going to be taken. That is a clean ace, an objective steal, and whatever the heck else Nongshim want to get.
I thought the 1 for 5 was the best deal they were going to get.
There's always a better deal, Chronicler. I learned that from Danny DeVito and Roy Baron. They've got a Rumble and a Zaya. So if they look at this...
Yone.
Yeah, and a Yone. This time around, though, they're going to look for the pick on towards this,
he's real dead.
King. And yeah, he's really dead. They're going to be able to take that one. Calyx over this wall, though, and we'll see whether T1 can get here in time. 1,000 gold. He doesn't flash in early enough, and the Baron is secured. There's a Glacial Prison as well, as Gideon just trying to get himself out of there. Nongshim wanting to protect the Barons, and Ona is in so much trouble. They dive on top of Faker. He's knocked up forever, and they still don't have damage, ladies and gentlemen. Gumayushi gonna have to be chased out of this one, and we'll see whether he's gonna survive. The permafrost is in range, and it in fact just last hits him. They will trade their walking barbecue for a Baron and then just kill them anyway.
That's a 4th amazing deal for Nongshim. They just keep stringing these together.
It's extraordinary.
Lahens for Otacon, great deal. 1 for 5, wonderful. 5 for 0, I thought it didn't get better.
Well, there's a dragon as well.
Is looking like the T1 draft not working out, but there is a good amount of power picks that I am worried that have already been taken away, right? Gumayushi's Jhin, I think, has been by far his best champion. That already off the table, and him not having the best performance on it, not a great sign.
Yep. And also being able to pick Rakan in a game 1 and not having it get punished by things like Poppy and the Talia is kind of huge as well. So Lahens getting a lot of advantages out of that. Speaking of which, he goes in, doesn't quite find Guma, and he's likely going to get popped. Does try and battle dance his way out, and in fact he does. Into the backline goes Faker, but they just see him and destroy him. The ulti from Calyx as well collects the rest of them, and Nongshim are just playing with their food at this point. It's a triple kill for Jiu. They just need to wait for the conga line of minions, and the Noodle Boys will do it here in game 1 against T1. We're gonna have to see some better champions picked from our 3rd place team here in the LCK if they want to be able to reign supreme against Nongshim. And you best believe DK and KT are extremely nervous right now.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.